Sergeant,
We're
don't
not
worry.
here. We
Yeah, I was hoping Mike could be a part of it.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm pretty sure I didn't have. I'll get it out of my mouth. All right. Anyway, good evening, everybody. It is Thursday night here at Beyond the Airwaves Leveling Up, and tonight it's one of our toss-up episodes, Food Fascinations. And tonight we look down. And actually we look up, or look down, or look somewhere. I don't
Hey,
know
we
where my
go
brain
down
is.
memory lane.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I don't know what's wrong with my brain tonight. I better go find that. All right, seriously though. What we're doing tonight is we're going to. This is a suggestion made by Janet. We're going to look at
Thank you.
successes, yes, successes of sit-down restaurants. Now, this article was posted back in March 31st this year. Now that means some of these places may have actually closed since. We just don't know for sure. We're not going to confirm anything, okay? So we just want to make sure that everybody understands. You know, some of these places may have closed because I did not know my Golden Corral here in Montgomery closed. So
Yeah, well, that has to do with the fact that a lot of Golden Corrals have closed.
yeah.
I think I read an article where they closed about 500 of them.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, the one in Hoover, where you and I had gone, is still open. But anyway, let's get to the intros. I'm your host for tonight. I am Oddball Extreme. I'm currently joined on the line by two of my crazy cohorts. First, we have our AZ quiet one, Janet. Hello, Janet.
Thank you. Hello.
All right. And below me, we have Resident Ford Mustang, John. Hello, John.
Hey, Shirley.
All right.
And
Sajo is in the chat room.
Sajo could be lurking somewhere
He's
too.
in the chat room. He's in the chat. And then, oh, excuse me, Original Joker Mike. He'll join us. He'll join us in a couple minutes. He's actually busy doing something at the moment, so which is no
Yeah.
big deal. All right. So anywho, I think it's time we get straight to it. Let me get a chance to put the links into Zoom and excuse me here and Discord and Pizza Hut and I'm kidding. I made that up.
Pizza Hut and KFC and Burger King and Wendy's and
Yup. And they're like, "What the hell?"
Are you at your place or at Frodo's?
I'm in my place.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What is today? The
I'm
9th.
so sorry.
It's all right, Jen. Frodo needed to learn that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did. All
I
right.
normally don't have a temper like that.
Well, hey, it happens sometimes. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Exactly.
There we go. All right. It's in the Zoom chat. So we are
I'm
officially.
bringing it up.
Okay. We are good to go. So here we go.
These are not the ones that closed. These are the America's favorite sit-down restaurants.
Okay. But like I said, this was posted back in March of this year, and some of the places may have closed since. We just don't know.
Yeah. We'll see. Chances
So
are, if something
why
closed
don't
for
we treat this article like the places are still open?
Okay. That'll work.
And you
I think that
guys
was our
out
intent.
there, if I mention a place and it is closed,
Mm-hmm.
let us know in our chat.
Yeah.
And we let us know in our chat.
Well, before we get started, there is something that got my attention because you see, when I got my hair cut last week, I noticed there's like another little place ready to open up. I think it's right next door to Jersey Mike's. It's called Bad Daddy's Burger Bar.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar.
Mm-hmm. Now it's only in 7 different states, Alabama being one of them. I think Montgomery is like the second city in the state to get one.
Let's
And
see.
and what's interesting is it's right across the roadway from where I work.
Well, let's see what locations we got.
Yeah, I know it's like Alabama, Colorado, Oklahoma,
One of the
Tennessee.
Carolinas.
I think it was North Carolina Or was it South Carolina? I don't remember. I knew no Alabama, Tennessee, Colorado, and Oklahoma are four of the states.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Hoped I could find a
Okay.
map. Let's
America's
see.
favorite sit-down restaurants ranked.
Yep.
It's also a slideshow.
Okay.
Casual dining chains are in a fight for their lives. Trendy rivals and ghost kitchens were making business tough even before the pandemic put a hold on sit-down dining entirely. But Americans aren't ready to give up on their comfort food franchises just yet. As it turns out, people care about more than the pancakes, paninis, and pan-seared pork chops these establishments are serving. They're delighted with the overall experience, from the decor to the music to the customer service. Here are the chains that take top honors for guest satisfaction, according to the most recent survey from Market Force Information.
All right.
And
Let's start the slideshow.
and if anybody out there is in disagreement, has hit any of these places
Mm-hmm.
and disagree with it, we agree to disagree. And without further ado, the first one is Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh yeah.
I
Or
hate
rather,
to say
number
this,
34
but
in the countdown.
Native Wings is better.
Mm-hmm.
They got more of a variety of sauces and flavors. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, personally, I'm not that fond of them because a bar, being a bar, it's more expensive than, frankly, I'd like to shell out.
Yeah, and
Okay.
and before we go on real quick, Janet, I still remember the little fiasco we had at the Buffalo Wild Wings we had here, over in the shopping center where the theater is. It suddenly closed without warning. Nobody knew. I mean, none of the employees knew it had closed without. I mean, they had no warning. And now we've got it back, but it took about 4 years.
I can
So,
believe it.
okay, you can go ahead now, Janet.
Okay. Jim Disbrow got an unpleasant surprise when he relocated from Buffalo, New York to Ohio. The chicken wings in the Buckeye State left much to be desired. So, in 1982, Disbrow and his business partner founded a brand that now has more than 1,200 locations across the U.S. and 21 signature sauces and seasonings. The original location was called Buffalo Wild Wings and Weck, as it also served a classic sandwich from back home. Beef on weck is made with rare, thin-cut roast beef on a kummelweck roll,
Kummelweck.
topped with kosher salt and caraway seeds. A bit of au jus and horseradish is also traditional. And a fun fact, the single TV in the original establishment only showed music videos until someone asked the owners to turn on the Ohio State game. In the end, sports won out.
Yeah, that's what you see like games going to overtime. You got it. There's Buffalo Wild Wings.
Uh-huh. Okay. TGI Fridays. I think we had a TGI Fridays here, still do. While
We
it's
did.
falling
It's
on
gone.
hard.
Had one
What?
in Cedar Rapids for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I said we had one in Cedar Rapids for a long time. Now, if I remember right, it's Granite City Brewery.
Okay. While it's falling on hard times, TGI Fridays used to be jam-packed from happy hour until last call. The original location, again in New York City, was a singles bar that had the briefest of chalkboard menus, but growth resulted in a gargantuan menu. Back in the 1980s, everything from stuffed potato skins to eggs Benedict was made from scratch. As Americans gravitate to either higher-end establishments or fast food joints, TGI Fridays has been retooling its menu as part of an effort to return to its singles bar roots. Fun fact, 2 items are found in almost every TGI Fridays: an airplane propeller over the bar to remind employees what propels the restaurant, and a racing skull to remind them of the importance of teamwork. I think a skull has something to do with a racing boat.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. They think what propels a restaurant is, I think it's the Bernoulli effect on rotating wings.
Could
I
be.
don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either. All right. Next.
Okay, my Okay, this one's still around.
Oh
Applebee's.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
got one in my neck of the woods.
Me too.
Millennials remember this childhood post-soccer hangout for its crowd-pleasing American fare, though Applebee's has spent the last few years trying to expand its horizons. The restaurant introduced more international infusion cuisine like chicken wonton tacos, while simultaneously wooing back baby boomers with two for $20 with its 2 for $20 menu, and all you can eat dinner specials. While Applebee's has closed hundreds of locations, its fortunes were looking up before the pandemic hit. Fun fact, while the company plays its branding straight these days, the original restaurant in Atlanta bore the more fanciful title of TJ Applebee's RX for edibles and elixirs when it opened in 1980.
I like
Nice.
that.
That's a
All right.
Yeah,
mouthful.
Yeah.
I know Sarah and Frodo are real fond of the 2 for $20 menu, though
Mhm.
it's 2 for $27 anymore.
Yeah. All right, Janet, I'm going to give your voice a break. I'll take over a little bit, okay?
All right, and I'm going to try to get Mike back in if I can.
Okay, well, anyway, next up we have Ruby Tuesday. I know I had one, it's gone. Long
Nice,
gone.
got one in my neck of the woods. Never go there.
Yeah. I actually went to it once. It wasn't too bad. And that was in the one was in the mall though. Anyway, founded in 1972, Ruby Tuesday was a pioneer of fresh ingredients and handcrafted cocktails. The very first one was a tiny hangout near the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. Its strategy of opening in malls was a stroke of genius, and at least until malls started dying off. Ruby Tuesday has half the locations it once did and filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in October 2020. The company hopes that if it can keep doing the basics right, provide its hot food and its service with a smile, people will fall in love all over again. Fun fact: as part of a brand makeover in 2008, the company announced it would stream the demolition of an old-fashioned Ruby Tuesday restaurant. When viewers tuned in, the company accidentally blew up a neighboring restaurant instead, later revealing it to be an elaborate marketing stunt.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll tell you this. Last time I went to a Ruby Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
they they're big, but they're not exactly creative.
Mm-hmm.
The burger I had was basically an oversized version of a McDonald's Big Mac.
Mm.
I wish I were kidding. The thing had two large patties, three buns, and if I remember right, was mostly garnished with cheese, lettuce, and maybe pickles.
Mm-hmm.
It was
all
like
right,
somebody
hold
took the
on. I've
patties of a
lost
Big
my.
Mac.
Okay.
You guys remember the movie Good Burger, right?
Yes.
It was like somebody took the patties of a Big Mac and put that illegal chemical that they use to swell them up on
Mm-hmm.
them and then served it.
Okay, where are we at now? Ruby Tuesdays?
We just passed
Yeah.
Ruby Tuesdays.
Let's
Okay,
alternate.
hold on. Let me catch up.
Shelley,
Okay.
I'll do the next one.
Okay.
All right. This is one I remember well. This is a tie for 28, Golden Corral.
Oh,
The
we've
home
lost
of
our
the
Golden
quote
Corral.
endless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there ain't one in my neck of the woods. There was in a couple of places I lived in, but anyway, the home of the endless all you can eat buffet started with a very basic idea 50 years ago. As of March 2020, the chain had close to 500 locations offering steaks, fried chicken, quote, awesome pot roast, unquote, and a long list of sides in 40 states. But the pandemic hasn't been kind to buffet restaurants, given the fact that it killed off my favorite Chinese buffet. I know that for certain. Its locations introduce sanitizer stations and other safety measures, including frequent replacement of its buffet serving utensils, but Golden Corral's largest franchisee filed for bankruptcy in October. Still, the company boasts on its website that restaurants are reopening every day after COVID related shutdowns, and the chain now offers online ordering, takeout, and delivery. Hopefully, that doesn't do in the buffet segment of the restaurant. Fun fact, Golden Corral restaurants feature a brass bell bakery. How's that for a tongue twister? With a bell that's rung every few minutes to let customers know when fresh rolls, breads, and pastries are coming out of the oven.
Ooh, and they
Oh.
Yeah,
are
not
forever
bad.
hot. Okay, I'm back.
Okay. All right.
Yes, we hear you.
All right. Janet, you want to take this one?
Sure. Okay. Okay, up next is IHOP, or International House of Pancakes. The founders of this breakfast behemoth opened the first humble location in a Los Angeles suburb in 1958.
Excuse me.
By 2008, the family-friendly chain has had more than 1,400 locations, and by 2014, IHOP went truly international with locations in countries such as Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, and Mexico.
I think that's pronounced Bahrain.
Bahrain, okay.
Yes.
Over the last 15 years, crowds have clamored to sit and enjoy sweet stacks on National Pancake Day. The pandemic has forced the company to cancel its event in 2021, but don't worry, you can sign up for an IOU that can be redeemed in April.
Here we go, night night. There we go.
Oops.
Okay. Okay. Hold on just a minute.
Okay. Delay of game. 5-yard penalty. First down. Kidding.
There you go. Okay, that can be redeemed in April. In addition to the world famous pancakes, this road trip staple has expanded the menu over the years to include a range of breakfast, lunch, and dinner items. In January, IHOP ventured into the world of burritos and bowls. Fun fact, IHOP is famous for more than one type of cake. The restaurant introduced funnel cakes for the first time in 2005 and quickly became America's largest seller of the amusement park classic.
Nice. Okay.
Have you ever had funnel cake?
Yeah, I have.
Yes, I have actually.
I have to.
All right, Shirley,
right.
I think it's your
Okay.
turn.
All right,
This
my
one-
turn. Denny's. We actually had one in Montgomery, but it's been
That
long
one's
gone for
close to mine.
years.
Yeah, that one's close to my heart. When I was living in Arizona, I went there a lot.
Okay, let's see. Name a more iconic American restaurant chain. We'll wait. Save for IHOP, Denny's is the largest full-service breakfast brand in America, according to the Mark IV survey. A fifth of survey respondents said that the home of the Grand Slam and Moons Over My Hammy, oh, good one, was the casual dining
Yeah.
breakfast chain they'd visit most recently. Get it? Moons Over My Hammy.
Yes.
Ham and
Yes,
eggs.
I do.
Yeah. Anyway, it pays to have name recognition, but also pays to innovate. That's exactly what Denny's has done in recent years, revamping nearly 80% of its core entrees since 2011 and refreshing over 80% of the chain's dining rooms as of mid 2019. Now, here's a fun fact. Would you believe that Denny's started out under a different name? It's true. Danny's Donuts, which first opened in Southern California in 1956, was already a six-store chain when, to avoid confusion with a local competitor, it was rechristened Denny's Coffee Shop in 1959.
Yeah, I'll tell you, ladies,
Okay.
something sad.
What's up?
Apparently, as far back as when Full House was still on the air, people were lampooning both IHOP and Denny's.
Mm.
I remember there was an episode of Full House. I don't remember the setting, but I think Danny was at like a fundraiser or something that was having a pancake breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually said, "What am I doing here? The IHOP has better food than this."
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway,
All right, let's get
next
to the
up
next one. It's
is
yours.
Chili's.
It's your
And
turn.
there's one in my neck of the woods, thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't been there in a while, but
Chili's.
now a juggernaut of Mexican. Yes. Now a juggernaut of Mexican-inspired casual dining, this beloved chain started in 1973 as a burger joint in Dallas. Not sure why they would have called it Chili's, but there you go. Since then, more than 1,600 locations have sprung up around the world, each offering American flair with a Southwest flair. Or American fare with a Southwest flair. Sorry, that
That's
makes
okay.
a lot more sense. In 2017, Chili's made big changes to its menu, slashing 40% of its offerings, including buffalo fried cauliflower and mango tilapia, in order to focus on timeless classics like ribs, fajitas, and yes, burgers. Sounds like they had Gordon Ramsay come by and he made some improvements. Fun fact, somewhere on the walls of every Chili's location, you'll find a framed picture that's been hung upside down. No one knows how or why this tradition got started. But in the words of
Okay.
Weird Al Yankovic, it's tradition. That makes it okay.
All right. My turn to read.
I'm back.
Hey, welcome back, Mike.
Hey, Joker.
Thank you.
You go. We're rotating who reads these guys. You go after Janet, okay?
All right.
I'm in the middle of playing Stardew Valley right now.
That's fine.
Okay.
I see.
If you hear anything that you want to comment on, feel free.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. Okay. Cece's Pizza.
Sadly, not that great.
Okay. You have evidently tried it before.
Yes, I have. It's about as good as a franchise in Cedar Rapids called Pizza Ranch. It's actually it's maybe a little better than Pizza Ranch, not by much.
Okay. Cece's has been trying to reinvent itself because the things fans love most about the sit-down pizza chain have been major disadvantages during the pandemic. At Cece's, you can pay one low price to fill and refill your plate with unlimited pizza, pasta, salad, and desserts from buffet stations. But many people have grown wary of buffet basic practices, like the sharing of ladles and spatulas because of COVID-19. Though the chain has been putting more emphasis on online ordering and delivering, struggling Cece's filed for bankruptcy protection in late January. Fun fact, the Cece's website doesn't explain where the name came from, but it was founded by guys with the last names Croce and Cole.
Croce and Cole.
Croce and Cole. Originally, the chain was called Cece's Pizza, but the apostrophe was eventually dropped and the second C became the lowercase.
Okay.
Your turn, Shirley.
All right, let's get on to Red Robin, and I believe I'm not sure that one's still open here. I think we lost that one too.
We got one down on
We
McDowell.
got one in Cedar Rapids.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't been there.
Yeah.
Remember the commercials?
Yep.
The one I remember is 2 police officers are after this robber.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We lost him. I'll get him. Red Robin. Yum. And they caught him.
Yep. Anyway,
that was the popular of the commercials.
Yep. Anyway, despite a string of restaurant closures in recent years, Red Robin is alive and serving up its beloved burgers. Founded in Seattle 50 years ago, the chain has stayed a family-oriented hit with bottomless sides and a variety of bottomless drinks, hello root beer floats, and a commitment to quality food. After the pandemic hit, Red Robin cut a third of its menu, that's 55 items, and the company decided to keep its menu simple long-term to focus on quality and appeal to millennial families. Now, here's a fun fact. The Property Brothers from HGTV, Jonathan and Drew Scott, were both bussing at Red Robin in 1993.
Now they're house renovators.
Yep.
I like those two.
You mentioned the commercial earlier, Janet. Can't help but think that that's kind of like calling somebody out of hiding by singing the chorus of Sweet Caroline, you know?
Okay, Mike, your turn. Not Mike.
Sweet Caroline.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Next one is one I haven't been to in a while, but had some food from, I think, last week. And that is Pizza Hut. This pizza chain with the iconic roof was founded by the Carey brothers, Dan and Frank, in Wichita, Kansas. They were still in college back in 1958 when they borrowed $600 from their mom to get the company up and running. It's now a subsidiary of Yum Brands Inc. Nice. Which is a Fortune 100 company that also owns Taco Bell, KFC, and Wing Street. In 1995, Pizza Hut unleashed its famous stuffed crust pizza on the market. So good, you'll eat it backwards. And I actually remember old commercials about that. They had a pizza slice with a face drawn on it, known, I think, as Hut Man or Pizza Man. He was animated kind of like Mr. Bill.
Mm-hmm.
And he would get abducted by aliens who put him in a machine that would inject cheese into his crust and wound up turning his face upside down. Probably can find that on YouTube still.
Probably.
Anyway, fans gave Pizza Hut especially high marks for its buffet service, though that has obviously been decimated by the pandemic.
Well,
Hopefully,
listen
it's
to this
only
little
been
fun fact.
well. Hopefully, it's only been decimated, not nearly obliterated. Fun fact: in 2012, Pizza Hut launched a limited edition perfume that smelled like the fresh dough with a bit of spice. Bottles were sent out to 100 fans of the Pizza Hut Canada Facebook page, while a Valentine's Day promotion that year gave I'm sorry, a Valentine's Day promotion the year after gave a few Americans the chance to get their hands on a bottle. Bottles have popped up on eBay for as much as $495.
Dang.
Oh,
Way too rich for my blood.
Me too.
you know what the catchphrase is for Pizza Hut now?
But
No
Our sauce
one
tastes
out
like
pizzas
shit,
the
but
Hut.
yeah. Oh yeah. No one.
yeah, for a
Yeah.
long time I thought it was our sauce is shit, but the rest of our food's great.
I
Okay.
always had a problem with the pizza because it would get too greasy for me. That's just me though.
Yeah, you'd
Okay.
get
This
greasy.
one
The
is the
sauce was a
Cheesecake
paste.
Factory.
Mhm.
Nice.
Of all casual dining restaurants, Cheesecake Factory may have the most diverse menu. The chain says more than 250 dishes are made from scratch every day. If you have the willpower to pass on a glam burger, the restaurant took some heat in the past for its calorie laden menu. Peruse the more than 50 low-cal option in the Skinnylicious section. For dessert, one of almost 40 cheesecakes is bound to strike your fancy. Save plenty of time to decide and be sure to bring your reading glasses. Fun fact, the rapper Drake expressed his passion for the restaurant in the song Child's Play. Why you gotta fight with me at Cheesecake? You know I love to go there, he sings in the music video after a jilted lover played by Tyra Banks squishes a cheesecake into his face. This a place for families that drives Camrys and go to Disney. They don't need to know all our business.
Mm.
Nice.
All right. I believe now it's my turn. All
This
right.
is one I kind of miss.
Yeah. Let's see. Logan's Roadhouse. Let's see. I think the closest one I know is actually in Prattville, not here. I'm not even sure it's still open. But anyway, Logan's Roadhouse. The Nashville-based steakhouse temporarily closed all its locations in March 2020 when parent company Kraftwerks filed for bankruptcy, but then reopened after getting acquired by a new investor. The Roadhouse favorite that keep customers coming back include wood grilled steaks, burgers, ribs, and American Roadhouse meals. The chain also offers choice cuts of the meat from the Logan Butcher Shop for folks to grill at home. There's a fun fact. Logan's makes more than 98 million rolls a year, and you can add
Shit.
and you can add to that number when you order a dozen to go.
Hey, Shirley,
Hmm?
what would you say is your favorite entree from Logan's?
Hmm. I think what I had was the surf and turf. I had some steak and some shrimp.
Nice. You
But
ever had
Yeah,
their
but wasn't
fried?
that the time you ordered the steak and shrimp and there was no shrimp on the plate?
yeah, that's you see. Let me explain what happened real quick. I don't want to take too much time. We may have to make this into a two-part episode, but but anyway, what happened was I ordered the steak and shrimp. I saw the steak but didn't see the shrimp, so I calmly asked the waitress. I didn't get any shrimp in my order, and it turned out the only thing I ended up paying only for the dessert. The dessert was only
Nice.
$5 because they realized the mistake. But I didn't go out of my way like, how could you miss this? I want a free dinner. I don't do that. Okay. I will never do that. If it's like honestly, it's like it was a busy night that night, so I can perfectly understand that. But I just calmly let them know and say, hey, I didn't quite get the shrimp with my steak, and they realized the mistake. So,
Yeah.
You
but
got your shrimp and a free dinner.
yeah, but,
I'll tell
but
you.
oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I'll tell you what my favorite was. The fried cheeseburger. This was unique. What that is?
Ew,
No, listen,
cheeseburgers are greasy enough without being deep
Janet.
Janet,
fried.
Janet, Janet,
Janet.
Janet.
What it is a burger that has a patty of fried. That has, in addition to the beef patty, a patty of fried cheese on it. Now, for those of you who don't know, fried cheese is what mozzarella sticks are.
Ah.
What they do is they take like a circular slice of provolone or cheddar, dip it in the mozzarella stick batter,
Mhm.
fry it, and put that on the burger.
Oh, okay.
and it is good.
All right. It's your turn. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to read 5 in a row if I can.
No, Janet. If we can only do half, we'll do half. Save the other half for next time.
All
Okay.
right. Oh,
Anyway,
this one we stopped
uh,
at on our way
next
to
one.
the cruise, Shirley.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. John, I think it's
Well,
your turn, right?
yes, and
Okay.
it's one I have never been to. This is BJ's Restaurants. Hopefully, BJ is not short for Beetlejuice. Anyway, BJ's was born in 1978 as a pizza joint. When the first 7 locations thrived, the owners bought out another chain and added a microbrewery. Now, there's much more to BJ's than pizza. The massive menu features both comfort food and healthy choices, none of which I'd choose at this point, and its signature beers have won more than 200 awards. Fun fact, BJ's was originally named BJ Grunts. Wow. As a tribute to a restaurant in Chicago called RJ Grunts. But the founders dropped the Grunts and made it just BJ's after the other restaurant complained, the Los Angeles Times reports. Well, glad it was the other restaurant, not somebody who had a puritanical mindset.
Yeah.
Hey,
But it's true. Janet and I went to BJ's just before
on
we hit the
our
cruise.
uh-huh.
Nice.
And it was my first introduction to how did I pronounce quinoa?
I
I
forgot.
pronounced it quinoa.
Yeah, it's quinoa.
Nice.
But
And it
I
was similar to rice,
yeah,
I would think.
and believe it or not, I remember before I got to your house when I was on my road trip, Janet, I stopped at a BJ's in Albuquerque. So I've actually been to two BJ's.
I think the last restaurant I went to in Albuquerque was a Denny's. Not sure though.
All right, Janet, you're
Okay.
up.
Okay, this is Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen.
Been to Cheddar's,
Cheddar's
got one
opened
in my
way
neck
back
of the
in
woods.
1979, but the restaurant is staying on top of its game. Patrons still give it high marks for its food quality, good value, and prompt service. When parent company Darden announced the acquisition of Cheddar's in 2017, Darden was the top gainer of the day on the S&P 500. Cheddar's is best known for comfort food like country fried steak and chicken pot pie, but there are plenty of waistline-friendly options too. Fun fact, there's nothing especially cheesy about Cheddar's. The name was proposed by a 5th grade class when founders Aubrey Good and Doug Rogers asked for suggestions.
Nothing wrong with
I'll
that.
tell you, I'll tell you what's a good entree from Cheddar's. Their Monte Cristo. That
Ooh.
is great.
What is that consist of?
Okay, a Monte Cristo. It's like a hot ham and cheese or a hot turkey ham and cheese sandwich made with French toast that you dip in raspberry jam as you eat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Basically, what they do is they make a turkey ham and cheese sandwich, dip it in egg bath or egg mix,
Mm-hmm.
fry it up, sprinkle powdered sugar on it, and give it to you with raspberry jam to dip it in.
Yep. All right. Oh, this is a favorite. I'm surprised it's not higher. Waffle House.
Oh yeah.
All
Last
right.
time I saw one of
My
those, I
late
was in
boyfriend
Alabama.
Bob liked Waffle House.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, Waffle House promises good food fast and offers much more than breakfast options. The menu includes burgers, sandwiches, and melts, dinner plates, and pies. Favorites include, you guessed it, waffles along with the hash brown bowls. The hefty All-Star Special serves up scrambled eggs, toast with jelly, a waffle, your
Excuse
choice
me.
of bacon, you're excused, sausage or city ham, and your choice of grits, hash browns, or sliced tomatoes. The
Okay, what
brand.
exactly is city ham?
That's a good question.
Is it
Hold
like
on, I'll
ham that
find out.
talks with a New York accent and wants to get Chicago style pizza?
That's a good question. I've never heard of city ham. Is it like if you go to Atlanta, do you get Atlanta ham? How about Montgomery ham or Austin ham or
I wonder what
Albuquerque
Cedar.
ham or
I wonder what
Cedar
Cedar
Rapids
Rap.
ham?
Yeah, I wonder what that'd be like.
Okay, it's almost a ham steak.
Oh, nice.
Okay, gotcha.
It's
Okay.
almost like a ham steak.
All right. Anyway, the brand owns its own record label, cranking out original songs like "There Are Raisins in My Toast" and Waffle House Steaks, which you can listen to
Oh
through the
boy.
TouchTunes digital jukebox app. Fun
I hate
fact.
to say it.
Yeah.
Before you get to that fun fact, I got a fun fact for you.
Okay.
Waffle House is basically doing what McDonald's tried to do years ago. Shirley, do you remember this was you probably don't, but do you remember a cartoon based on Ronald McDonald and his pals?
Mm, not that it's too vague for me to remember, I'm afraid.
Count your
Read the fun
blessings
fact.
because I do.
Okay. Well, anyway, here's the fun fact, and I know all about this one. Waffle House is well known for its disaster preparedness. The Federal Emergency Management Agency uses a Waffle House index to determine the severity of a disaster. When restaurants are open and serving full menus, the index is green. During a power outage or food supply shortage, Waffle House serves a truncated menu and the index is yellow. Red indicates severe damage and full restaurant shutdowns. I have heard about
Nice.
this. This is real. So,
All right. Well, this is one. There's one in my neck of the woods, and I might go there just for a bloomin' onion, but probably not much else. Outback Steakhouse, tied for 17.
mhm.
This Australian inspired steakhouse capitalized on the popularity of the Crocodile Dundee films. Australians are famously fun loving and gregarious, so the emphasis here is on hospitality. Outback locations are warm and laid back. Steak, chicken, and seafood come in generous portions. You wish. For modest prices, and you can look for special deals on Walkabout Wednesdays. But Outback's signature dish is the hand carved, expertly fried, delectably seasoned bloomin' onion. That's just for starters, so come hungry. And the fun fact the chain's founders never made a field trip to Australia before the opening because they weren't really aiming for authenticity. Now, Outback has 8 locations down under. Lucky for them, but I'll tell you, last time I was there, service wasn't that great, food wasn't that great. Really, the best thing was the bloomin' onion. And that's just because Lone Star, the only other steakhouse I've known to serve it, is gone.
Mm.
Okay, next we have Red Lobster. My mom used to work there.
Nice.
The very first harbor for seafood lovers opened in 1968 in Lakeland, Florida. A couple years later, Red Lobster was acquired. No, wait a minute. She didn't work it. Well, maybe she did. A couple of years later, Red Lobster was acquired by General Mills. Yes, the parent company of Cheerios, Haagen-Dazs, Betty Crocker, and Pillsbury, and started spawning new locations all over. Today, Red Lobster has more than 700 locations around the world. Excuse me, my pizza talked to me. The
That's all
restaurant
right.
is known for its ultimate feast, which features a Maine lobster tail, wild caught snow crab legs, garlic shrimp scampi, Walt's famous shrimp and rice, and your choice of a side. Yet one offering is even more famous. It's Cheddar Bay biscuits, which were introduced in 1992 to keep guests occupied while waiting for a seat. The biscuits have become so popular they have their own Facebook page with more than 900,000 followers.
Mm.
Fun fact, every day across Red Lobster's North American locations, employees bake nearly 1 million biscuits. A fresh batch goes into the oven every 15 to 20 minutes. If all the Cheddar Bay biscuits served in one day were stacked on top of each other, the pile would be 137 times the height of the Empire State Building. That's a
Mhm.
Okay,
lot of
stop.
bread.
If all the Cheddar Bay biscuits served in one day were stacked on top of each other, they'd just fall over.
Yeah, that's true. And I don't know if you're aware of this. The Cheddar Bay biscuits, you can make those at home. They have like everything. I think you just have to add like the milk and the butter, and that's it.
Well, basically, don't you just mix up biscuits and then put shredded cheese in the batter before you roll them and bake them?
I don't know. I know mom had done this before. When
I doubt
we
it's
bought the
very hard.
mix. Yeah, we bought the mix. So all right. All right. So
Okay, I think
anyway,
it's your turn, and this is one I got in my neck of the woods. It doesn't
I
look
do
like it's
too.
going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, I do too. But it's been a while since I've had it. Anyway, for 37 years, Olive Garden has promoted togetherness and Italian
Well, you
style.
didn't list the title.
Oh,
Well,
I thought I did. Okay, never mind. It is Olive Garden.
yeah.
Anyway, for 37 years, Olive Garden has promoted togetherness and Italian style generosity. The largest Italian themed chain in the country is famous for all you can eat soup, salad, and garlic bread. Its affordable, versatile menu features pronto lunches, early dinner duos, and create your own pasta bowls. There are traditional favorites and creative specials that frequently change. Because Olive Garden cheerfully accommodates large groups, it's a mega for business people, families, and friends. Now, here's a fun fact. Olive Garden's never ending pasta bowl promotions were so popular that the chain's never ending pasta passes, which offer all you can eat carbs for either 8 weeks or an entire year, sold out in less than a second in 2014.
Damn.
Nice. But with people worrying about their waistlines, it's never going to sell out that quick again.
Well,
Yeah.
you want to know something?
That
You
depends on
said
what.
garlic bread. Those are like garlic bread sticks.
Mhm.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. And somebody said garlic bread. Just plain old garlic bread.
All right.
Okay,
Anyway,
your
moving
turn
Next.
to
along.
read.
Haven't been to
What?
one of these in several years. Bob Evans Restaurants. Founder Bob Evans, who died in 2007, treated strangers like friends and friends like family. The heartfelt hospitality came through in these farm themed casual restaurants and made the biscuits and sausage gravy taste even better. Breakfast is served all day for people who crave pancakes or pot roast hash mid afternoon, and plenty of people apparently do. There are 500 Bob Evans locations. None around Cedar Rapids, I've noticed. Down home favorites on the dinner menu include classic meatloaf, potato crusted fried flounder, and slow roasted turkey. Fun fact: Bob Evans started making Bob Evans started out making sausage on his farm in southeastern Ohio to sell at a diner he owned nearby. The original restaurant had just 12 stools and was called the Sausage Shop.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I have never seen a Bob Evans around here.
Well, Bob Evans is basically a version of either Denny's or IHOP. I think it's better. I have not seen one in Iowa.
Mhm.
Last time one I've been to, I think, was somewhere in Missouri.
All
My
right.
Anyway,
turn.
Yep.
do have one of these in Cedar Rapids.
I got a couple here in Montgomery.
I think I have one here too. Marco's Pizza. Plenty of chains allow customers to build their own pizzas, but how many let you make your own pizza bowl? Think all the yummy pizza toppings sans the crust.
That'd work for me.
This franchise was founded in 1978 by Italian-born
Pascale.
G, Pasquale Pat Gianmarco in his
Okay,
hometown of Toledo.
Janet, it's not Pasquale, it's Pascale.
Pasquale, okay. Gianmarco in his hometown of Toledo, Ohio. Today, Marco's Pizza operates hundreds of stores across the U.S. and in 3 other countries. Marco's offers subs, salads, sides, and desserts as well. Fun fact, the authentic pizza franchise had as a learning lab so franchise owners can make pizza for corporate staff and earn a completion certificate as part of their training. Some delicious desserts and limited time specialty pizzas have been created in the test kitchen.
Nice.
Yeah, that's right up there with sending a technician to Tire College for 3 days. Am I right?
Probably. All right.
For those of you who are unfamiliar, that comes from an old Ron White comedy routine where he talks about driving out of a tire center after getting four new tires and literally having one of his wheels fall off the car as he goes to turn. Turns out it was a Sears actually. Turns out that they were completely at fault because the technician who dealt with his car, and I quote, went to tire college for 3 days. Well, I guess he was absent on Lug Nut Day because he forgot to put the lug nuts back on my goddamn van.
It fell the fuck off.
Exactly.
All
I
right, so
remember that routine.
yeah, all right. Anyway, next up is another tie. This place is called Sweet Tomatoes. I do not have that anywhere, and it looks like it's nowhere anyway because it permanently shut
Um,
down.
no, I think there's one in Missouri, and no, my grandfather was fond of it for a while. But
Okay.
you're right. Keep reading.
All right. Anyway, Sweet Tomatoes, or Souplantation in Southern California, devastated fans when it permanently shuttered all of its locations in May 2020. The buffet chain, with its all-you-can-eat soups and salad fixings, was another casualty of the COVID-19 pandemic. Parent company Garden Fresh CEO John Haywood told Restaurant Business Online that converting the self-serve business model into table service or pickup and delivery just wasn't working. Sweet Tomatoes' iconic 50-foot salad bar offered over 100 ingredients to build your own salads and soups, with pasta, pizza, and other baked items included as well. Fun
There was one
fact.
thing you would never
Oh,
find.
what's that?
Read your fun fact, and then I got another fun fact for him.
Okay, the fun fact here is the restaurant website had a Sprouts only page for kids, which included games, coloring sheets, and puzzles to promote healthy eating. Go ahead, John.
Here's another fun fact for you. There was one item you would never find at a Sweet Tomatoes: meat. It
Oh,
was a
that's right.
completely vegetarian restaurant. Wasn't vegan, but it was vegetarian.
Ah,
And believe me, that was not a selling point with me. Anyway,
all
never
right.
heard of this place. Might be worth the while if it's still open. Blaze Pizza. Blaze is shaking things up. Sorry, stupid ads. Blaze is shaking things up with its made to order approach, fast service, and healthy options. The executive chef, Bradford Kent, is known as the Pizza Whisperer. Not sure what language pizza speaks, but okay.
Eat
Pizzas are
me,
created on an assembly
eat
line.
me. That's how it
Yeah.
talks.
Anyway, pizzas are created on an assembly line as customers choose toppings. Crispy perfection is the result of fast firing the pies in a blazing oven for 180 seconds.
3 minutes.
Might as well just have a pizza making machine in the restaurant. That'd be fun to watch. Cut down your costs. Anyway, Blaze was founded in Pasadena in 2011, and the company had plans to hit 500 locations worldwide by 2020. Fun fact: Pro baller
LeBron.
LeBron James was an original investor in the company with a $1 million stake in 2012. He enjoys turkey meatballs, Kalamata olives, and banana peppers on his Blaze pizza.
Cool.
Hate to say it, but that fun fact was really more about LeBron James than about Blaze itself.
Yeah.
Anyway, fact of the matter is, if it is an assembly line, I really hope at some point some franchise just made a machine to do it automatically if they're going to do that.
Mhm. All right.
My turn.
Yep. You're next.
Okay, it's Carrabba's. This popular Italian American chain was launched in 1986 by Johnny Carrabba and his uncle Damian Mendola. The two are self described Sicilian boys from
Sicilian.
Texas who love to cook and eat. Expect robust rustic fare and expect a lot of it. You can soak up the energy and
Excuse me.
sample what's currently on the stove by dining at Carrabba's kitchen counter. Customers say the signature chicken Brian, topped with goat cheese, sun-dried tomatoes, and lemon butter sauce, is heavenly. Fun fact: Mandola and Carrabba hosted their own cooking show on PBS titled
Cucina
Cucina
Sicilia.
Sicilia.
In each episode, they shared cooking secrets and showed viewers how to make authentic Sicilian classics.
Nice.
I don't remember that on PBS.
It might have been one of those regional things,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Now, this is one I've never heard of. It's called Maggiano's Little Italy.
Yeah, the closest I got to that, I think, is Biaggi's.
I think the closest thing I have here
But
is
keep going.
is Saza's. is the closest thing we've got.
Nice.
Anyway, just like Nonna, this Italian-American chain refuses to let patrons go home hungry. The portion sizes at Maggiano's Little Italy are huge, and with today and tomorrow pastas, choose two and one is free to take home, you can feed a starving linebacker for a week. That said, the company promises not to judge if you prefer to think of it as today and later today pasta. Alright, here's a fun fact. The restaurant's namesake was a real person, though not quite as Italian as you might expect. Marvin Magid was an associate of restaurant tycoon Rich Millman. When Magid died in a helicopter crash in Hawaii, Millman wanted to name something after him, so he combined Mag with Iano to make it sound more appropriate.
Wow.
Nice.
Rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, tied for number 8 is the Bonefish Grill. Hopefully not grilling fish bones, though probably not. Fans are hooked on quality, attention to detail, and craft cocktails at Bonefish Grill, which was founded by two fishermen in Florida in 2000. Along with Outback Steakhouse and Carrabba's, it is now owned by Bloomin' Brands. Hopefully, they're treating it better than they did Outback Steakhouse. The menu features seasonal ingredients like Maryland softshell crabs in the spring. Preparation on an oak burning grill and minimal seasoning enhance the fish's natural flavors. And fun fact for you, after billionaire investor Warren Buffett married his second wife Astrid Banks in a brief civil ceremony in 2006, they went out for a small family dinner party at the Bonefish Grill in Omaha, Nebraska, where Buffett lives, according to the New York Times.
Can I tell you a little something about soft-shelled crabs?
Yeah.
Sure.
The only reason they are available in the spring, it's when you got to catch them while their shells are still soft. And the only part that you can eat on a soft-shelled crab is the claw. They will break off one claw and to put the crab back in the water. The crab will grow a new claw.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sustainable that way.
I guess it has something in common with its main predator then.
Okay.
All right.
Here's the thing. The main predator of our crab is an octopus. You cut off an octopus's arm, it'll grow back. Sometimes more than one.
Yeah. Okay. Next up is Cracker Barrel. It is.
Well, hold on. Okay. If you want to do the last ones, go ahead.
Oh, wait a minute. Is it your turn?
No.
Oh, go
it's
ahead.
technically Shirley's turn, but you might as well do
Oh,
the last one.
Shirley.
We're down
Oh,
to
you're right. It
6.
is my turn. I'm sorry. Anyway, this is Cracker Barrel, and Janet and I have eaten there a couple times before.
Oh, so have I.
Let's see.
Yeah, we ate at Cracker Barrel on our way to Winslow.
Yep. Anyway, for Southern hospitality, it's tough to beat Cracker Barrel. The stone fireplaces, rocking chairs, and local artifacts have drawn diners for 50 years. The menu, featuring Southern staples like chicken and dumplings, catfish, and turnip greens, has expanded to include local favorites and lighter fare. Market Force says the chain scores especially high for its friendly service and inviting atmosphere. Here's the fun fact. With the expansion of America's highway system in the 50s and 60s, restaurant founder Dan Evans knew isolated travelers would appreciate a consistent, nostalgic home-style meal. So he built a gas station off the highway and added a small restaurant and gift shop called Cracker Barrel, a reference to old country stores where people chatted while hanging around barrels full of soda crackers.
Oddly enough, hard to believe there was a time in history where soda crackers actually tasted good.
Mm-hmm. All right, John, your turn.
All right. Haven't been to one of these in years, but Longhorn Steakhouse. First and foremost, this ranch-themed restaurant promises its menu is designed by steak lovers for steak lovers. However, in addition to affordable steaks, customers have ribs, seafood, burgers, and more than 30 lunch combos to choose from. Feel bad about the carbon footprint of all this meat? Not really, but each Longhorn location has a sustainability team that oversees recycling and energy use, and they've collectively donated over 23 million pounds of fresh food to their local communities.
Mm.
Fun fact, the first Longhorn opened to little fanfare in Atlanta in 1981, but when a freak snowstorm blew into town the next year, it was stampeded by stranded motorists. It's been sunny skies ever since.
I wonder if it's that same storm that brought us the ice here in 1982. I think that was the same storm.
That'd be my guess.
All right.
Okay, my turn.
You might as well do the last of these, Janet. I know you wanted to do 5 in a row.
It's all right. Okay, tied for fourth is the mellow mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
Born out of the freewheeling hippie culture of the 70s, this Atlanta-based resto dishes up. What in the heck is a resto?
I think it's supposed to be
A
a
restaurant.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Resto dishes up stone-baked pizzas in an eclectic, art-filled environment. It offers calzones and hoagies in addition to build-your-own pies and house specialty pizzas. The site has a special community karma page that salutes the contributors who created works of art from Mellow Mushroom locations. Fun fact, while McDonald's had Grimace in the hamburger, Mellow Mushroom had a groovy cast of characters adorning its stores, calendars, and comic strips. Shroomville and the Mellow Mushroom Mothership play host to Mellow Mushroom, the Fun Guys, Esperanza, and more.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Mellow
remember those.
Mushroom and the Fun Guys.
Yeah, I remember those days. I remember
Okay, I'll
Burger
do one
King
more.
had a
And Shirley could do one.
Okay.
Burger King had a bunch of kids. Can't remember all their names. I know one was a little nerd named High IQ.
Mm.
Okay, this next one is Mod Pizza. Mod Pizza's popularity stems from its customizable pies. Customers have more than 30 toppings to choose from, all at one set price, and can even create their own salad combos. That said, you can always choose one of the house pizzas like the Matty Classic cheese, or the Jasper mushroom and spicy chicken sausage. Husband and wife duo Scott and Allie Svensson found Mod in Seattle in 2008, inspired by their own quest for fast and affordable restaurant options for their growing family. Fun fact, the chain made headlines for giving a second chance to ex-convicts. CNN Business reports that many former felons have gone on to become store managers and brand ambassadors. Good.
All
Nice.
right.
Your turn, Shirley.
All right. Texas Roadhouse. Now this is the one not far from my job. Anyway, Clarksville,
Haven't
Indiana
been
is
to one of those in years.
Yep. Clarksville, Indiana is nowhere near Texas, but that's where these casual dining restaurants got their start in 1993. The steaks are hand cut, the bread is fresh baked, and the peanuts are free. Jukeboxes, line dancing, and Texas friendly service are all part of the experience. Texas Roadhouse has more than 600 locations in 49 states and dozens more across 10 countries, including Kuwait, the Philippines, and China. Hmm. Fun fact, country music star Willie Nelson became friends with the company's founder after a meeting at a Farm Aid benefit concert. Now each Texas Roadhouse location has a Willie's Corner, a dedicated area that celebrates his career.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do this one. You do the last one, Janet.
Okay.
This is one I've never heard of and potentially never will. Pappadeaux's Seafood Kitchen. The Pappas brothers have several casual dining concepts, including Papa's Burger, Papa Brothers Steakhouse, and Papacito's Cantina, but Pappadeaux is the largest. Few casual restaurants have such hands-on operators. Pappadeaux owns and operates its delivery trucks to ensure fresh food arrives from the docks, or to ensure food arrives fresh from the docks. The company says its French Quarter style menu continually changes to incorporate seasonal ingredients, and sauces are made from scratch every day. And a fun fact for you, the company's do it yourself approach goes far beyond delivery trucks. Papa's restaurants employ its own electricians and even makes its own dining chairs.
Hmm.
Hopefully, they're made well.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure whether or not Frodo would have anything to say about their electricians, but anyway.
Okay, Shirley, you get the last one.
No, that's you, Janet.
Okay. Okay, last one. First watch. Scorning deep fryers and heat lamps, this daytime only chain boasts fresh, made to order foods. If you ask for coffee, you'll get a whole pot and a complimentary newspaper. First Watch opened in 1983 in California, and Market Force says it's now America's favorite breakfast chain. It tops competitors for the quality of its food, its healthy menu options, and the attention it pays to food allergies. Fun fact, The name First Watch comes from a nautical term for the first shift. Back up, let's try that again. The name First Watch comes from a nautical term for the first shift of the day. That's why the restaurant chain serves breakfast, brunch, and lunch from 7 a.m. to 2:30 p.m.
Yep. And
The end.
Nice.
that's the end. All right.
Yep,
That's good. And not bad. Only a couple minutes late. Pretty good.
I'll say.
Yeah, we did pretty
What'd
good.
you think, Joker?
Huh?
I
Really?
was asking what you thought, though chances are your thoughts are on Stardew Valley right now.
Correct.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's okay.
Okay, do you have a favorite chain restaurant that you like to go to?
Me?
Yeah, you.
As far as like steakhouses, one of them used to be oh, what's that one that closed down recently?
It can be one that closed.
Well, I
you
know,
like.
but I mean,
You're just having a
oh,
hard
God,
time
there's a lot of
remembering
them.
one.
Yeah,
Let's
there's a
see.
lot of them.
Yeah, let's see. As far as I know, my favorite chain has been Subway. It's just that, now a lot of places, you see, depending on the size of the store, they can't exactly do the gluten-free bread because, the the rule of thumb is if you want to do gluten-free, they have to have a separate space. The problem is some of the Subways are so small in space, they don't have the room.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But if you want to cut down on carbs at Subway, you can ask them to pull all the bread out of the middle of the roll.
Yeah, scoop it out basically. I actually you can do that with Jersey Mike's too. So yeah, you can do that Jersey Mike. So that actually helps because it takes out of I think about 40% of the carbs.
I just know this. Ever since people started going gluten free, it caused a pandemic of people almost bragging about how good they felt after going gluten free.
Yeah, well me,
Well, I'm sorry. I like my regular bread.
that's
Me
fine.
too.
No, that's okay. That's fine. And me, I had to go gluten free I had no choice because I found out I have a gluten intolerance. I don't have full blown celiac, but I did find out that I have the gene where I could actually get into full celiac. So
Nice.
Just
that's
like
why,
my HER2, just like my HER2 gene mutation.
right. But one thing I love Jersey Mike's. I Every time I've ordered from them, they've got my order dead on target. Gluten free bread, no cheese, and for this one a couple weeks ago, scoop out the bread. And here's the best part. I put in the order at 4:30 on a Wednesday afternoon as I had to go pick it up because I had my diabetes class at 12 noon the next day. I go to Jersey Mike's, go pick it up. There it is on the counter. Grab it. Gone. It is
Very nice.
it is so helpful, especially when it is practically all I have to do is just cross the roadway if you're trying to get the Best Buy, and there it is. That's it. So easy. But I'm definitely going to try this new one that's going to open Monday, Bad Daddy's Burger Bar.
Yeah, I tried looking that up. Couldn't find any map of locations, but
Yeah,
maybe I wasn't looking hard enough.
in one case, I won't even need a map because it's like I said, it's right across the parkway. Like there it is. so,
Exactly.
so Jan, how about you? Got your favorite chain?
Well, this isn't exactly a chain. It's called the Red Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
That's good for a Chinese buffet if you get there early enough. What is that place? The Islands.
Ah.
It is a burger place that when Bob was alive, him, our friend Jim, and I went to the islands
Mm-hmm.
and we ordered a burger. And at the time, you got a big old basket of French fries, enough to feed 3 or 4 people for $1.69.
Dang, that's good.
And we never did finish them all.
Mm. Oh
Let's see, I
well.
like that one. That was one of my favorite places. It's still the nearest islands hamburger place is down on 99th Avenue,
Yeah.
99th or 91st.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, let's see. John, how about you?
Honestly, I don't have a favorite chain that I like.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm kind of like Janet. Give me a good Chinese buffet, especially one that serves Mongolian beef more often than Sundays. I'm largely good.
That's cool.
Mm,
All right, well, it didn't do too bad. Only about 7 minutes over. We did start just a little bit late, and that's okay.
Yeah,
So I think this is a good spot to end for the night. Don't you think?
I agree. I
yeah.
agree.
All right. So anyway, plan for tomorrow night. We will not be on Twitch. We will actually be on YouTube tomorrow
YouTube.
night because we're gonna go into the full uncensored naughty Mad Libs.
Woo!
I was like, yeah, baby. And I will tell
Sadly,
you,
I won't be joining you, but I will be back for when we're on YouTube next, which is completely naughty Among Us.
right. And like I said, after next week, starting the following week, it's gonna be all YouTube. So, looking forward to it. All right. So anyway, let me go and let's see. Did I put the? Oh shit! I did not put the ending in here. All right. I'm
Where
just
did
gonna.
you put the oh shit?
All right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna borrow the ending from last night, so we can at least get this out of the way. So. My apologies, folks. I will work on that this weekend. But anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and say love, peace, and chicken grease. Everybody have a good night. Sleep well. Stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow for Naughty Mad Libs on our YouTube channel. So, see you later. Have a good night, everybody.
Good
Bye
night.
Good
everyone.
night.
See you tomorrow.